So, hello to you guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, this is the product, and I'm really hoping I've done an introduction for this. I've got around to it, otherwise I'm saying this is introduction but there isn't one, and this is the introduction. So, hello, how are you? Back in England. Another review. This time I'm going to go a little bit out there. It's not a snack, it's a drink. And here we are. Let's get that in focus, focus, focus. Well done, lad, well done. And that could be the image I put in. Maybe it could be the image I put in for you guys to come and say hello. So what is it? It's the Tango Dark Berry. This one's sugar free. Now that I'm back in this country, I think I better keep a tab on the intake of sugar I'm taking, because there was no limit there. It was basically the concept of having something diet there was laughable to a certain extent. Everything was full of flavour, full of fat, delicious. And let's pop this bad boy open. So the Tango company, if anyone isn't aware and is watching from abroad, well, the Tango company is basically it's a alternative. The Tango is the alternative to the Fanta, if you like, but they've now branched out and started doing different flavours. I don't know whether it is for a limited time or whether it's something that will be carrying on through. Either way, I'm glad they're doing it. I'm glad there's more flavours. And what I'm noticing is this is being drank. There's a chopper above. Maybe a little bit of chaos. There's sometimes, well, not sometimes, there's massive amounts of time. There's police flying above these homes, whether it's because someone's growing some herbs, or whether someone's partaking in gangster activities such as rivalry and pokey and jabby and all that malarkey. You get a lot of that around here. It's not as if it's let's say what it is. It's hell on earth in a sense, to a certain extent. What I've realised, going off on one in a sense, waffling on about something that's got nothing to do with the drink. What I'm finding is, I was talking about this a while back, a couple of days ago, saying a while back, and I was saying we were discussing the fact she was involved in the airport scene in a sense, and I was saying how when you reach Doha, for instance, you've got something absolutely, there's this recording pointing towards me, and normally it's not even a problem, but I prefer it, how it is. I prefer it to be pointing towards you, the microphone that is. It was probably absolutely fine. What we were discussing is, I remember when I blagged it. It was blagged it on an aeroplane, not onto the actual aeroplane. I blagged the ticket up to a business class. Fantastic. What's that in the corner? There we are. There's a little bit of a mess in the corner. It's not, it's just my box of hats, and it's in the actual box. That's what it is. I'm not messy. I'm very tidy. Maybe some would say obsessively. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying traveling airports. When we were discussing this, when, say for instance, you travel through Doha Airport, which is in Qatar, and named after the magnificent Hamad. Anyway, if you know, you know. Anyway, it's Hamad Airport, absolutely fantastic airport. Absolutely loved it to death. When I had the opportunity to partake in the business class level, I mean, the plane journey was absolutely amazing. It was, I believe, the country's airline. And when their business class, basically, you got, I'm sure I've maybe even shown recordings of it. You got your business class. It's behind the big yellow teddy bear with a lamp on its head. If you go back to my video and watch that, it's the first one. It's got a relaxing lounge where you could shower, clean up, have whatever you want to drink, chill out, relax. There's computers available, a lot of them are Macs as well, so you know, they're not shy in doing that. And then you've got the level above that, that's you got your restaurant. You know, you eat anything you want. Absolutely fantastic. And they've got breakfast, then they've got a lunch, and they've got dinner, and it's hot, cold. There's so much to choose from. Above that, I didn't go there, but I've heard about it, is you've got a gym. Absolutely fantastic gym, and above that you got somewhere you could get a massage in, sauna, swimming pool, and so forth. So it's got everything you would expect if you're flying business class, to basically help you unwind, relax, while you're waiting for your next part of your journey. Now I've even heard they provide rooms. You know, if you want to put all that aside and you want to actually get some sleep or something like that, and you want to catch up, so you're refreshed for the next part of the journey, which is absolutely amazing. You know, and before that I was even at Islamabad Airport, which is, you know, not at a level that you would you know, of Doha, but it's still absolutely fantastic. You had coffee, drink, food, to a decently good level. You know, you wouldn't knock it if you went into a went to get some tea and get some cake at this, and you actually paid for it at your local shop. You wouldn't knock it whatsoever. You know, you would consider it quite a decent level. And then so Islamabad, went to Doha. From Doha I had to go to London before I reached Manchester, so Manchester wasn't my final destination. Reached London and went into the lounge, because I think I had about three hours remaining in the airport, so something to do. What did we have? They had drinks, but drinks are drinks, aren't they? Our drinks are drinks, which is alright. But then if the food, stale pasta, looked like it'd been there for a little while. It wasn't fresh, clean, bit off-putting. everything looked tacky and worn out. You know, you'd see the sofas having been there for a couple of years. They were showing their age. The upholstery was showing its age. It was quite beaten up, quite battered. And I felt after Doha, it was coming into a third world country, in the sense, if you could say that, to a certain extent. It was certainly not considered, maybe it is for some people a first world country, but I certainly didn't consider the experience as a first class or even a business class experience. It was a bit tacky, and if I'd actually paid for the tickets, which would have been a single journey, would have been £3,500 to £4,000. Maybe if you're lucky, even say for instance at a cheap rate £2,000, I would have been extremely disappointed. And I think that's a reflection of everything that's going on around, in a sense. Everything's falling. As far as, you know, its value and experiences and what it's worth goes, in the sense that you know, you're paying high prices for something that's not worth the high price, and that's the living experience I feel around where I'm living. And that goes back to a circle of why there's cops around here. You know, there's problems. Well, you're paying a high amount of council tax, extremely high amount. You know, you're being taxed. Well, what's happening to my taxes, apart from the fact, you know, the MPs are buying the third, fourth, fifth or sixth house and living in luxury. What's happening for the people who are actually paying the taxes? Where are they being used? Why are we experiencing this sort of poverty, in a sense, if you could say poverty? And there we are, that's it. So I'm looking at the time, and past 10 minutes, and I've not even reviewed the item. Maybe I should do those, you know, skip to this number, and this is where it actually the video actually begins. So the Tango Dark Berry, let's give it a go. I'm sorry about that rant. Oh, a classic crunch. It's alright. I think it's a bit flat. I think if you get some fizzy water, plain water, which I don't get, fizzy water, I think it's got a bit of a weird taste to it. Anyway, comment below if you agree or disagree, if you think I'm completely wrong. So if you take some fizzy water and add a little bit of you know, flavouring to it, and that's all you've got. I think it's missing something. I think it isn't that special. I think it's alright, but maybe that's the only choice we have now. If we're cutting back on the sugar, we're fundamentally gonna pay with the flavouring and the taste. That's another thing. Why is the flavour? Why is sugar? I understand why sugar prices have gone so high to prevent, you know, the obese people indulging in way too much sugar. But why is it fair on the rest of us? It's not, is it? So yeah, there we are. Anyway, yeah, I feel it's alright, nothing special. Ideally, preferably, you know, it's something different. So if you generally go for the mainstream, So I think it's good to have a little bit of a change, and I think that's what the Tango Dark Berry does. Would I buy it again? Probably, if it goes down to the cheap level. Sometimes you could get a pack of these from a bargain shop or a bargain supermarket. You've got to keep your eyes open. You could get something like 6 for £2 English, which isn't bad. Sometimes, if you're quite lucky, you could get 8 for £2. You know, so then you wouldn't see many about, because those bargain hunters have emptied those shelves anyway. So that's been the review for that. It's been alright. Yeah, it's alright, it's not bad. Give it a go. Is it vegetarian? I presume it is. It doesn't say anything, but I can't imagine they put anything inside a Tango Dark Berry or a soda drink that is gonna be, well, used to be a pig or a cow, or anything to do with a pig or a cow. Anyway, thank you for your time. Please do subscribe, like, share, comment, and let's get these ratings up. Okay, thank you for your time. Have a good day. Toodaloo for now. Bye. Bye. See you later.